Hello, Benjamin. It's October, and I'm going on an adventure to Walgreens. Here in Illinois, Walgreens has the same logo that it does in Missouri, as you know. This local Walgreens still has a 1-hour photo, even in the age of the digital camera, which I am currently using. Also, it still says $250 fine, even though it's actually a $350 fine in the state of Illinois. We have shopping carts at our local Walgreens, which I also have never used, because I don't really buy that much when I'm at Walgreens. Hi. Hey. Hey. We've got lots of gum, lots of candy. Some of it's for sale, even though Halloween is coming up. Lots of nice things. Some pistachios. Some creepy things for Halloween. I'm here to buy pop. So look at all this candy, and it's on sale. Even though it's Halloween, you'd think they'd spike the prices. Maybe it's just a trick. Say it's on sale so you buy it for Halloween. Sell water or wine or vodka. What am I looking for? Pop. Let's see. Here we go. There's some pop. Skinny pop. I think I'll get skinny pop. Here we go. 99 cents for, it's not a 1 liter, it's a 1.25 liter. Here we go, here are the 2 liters. How about we get a Coke? And a Sprite. Alright, time to go check out. Oh, scarves. Look at that. I'm starting to see why carts are nice. See, my left arm's getting tired. Oh, look at that. Alright, I'm gonna go check out. I'm not gonna keep recording because it'd be weird. Bye for now. I'll be back. Just after I stopped recording, the store manager came and told me that recording was not allowed. He even said that corporate keeps tabs on individual stores and sometimes fires managers or others at the store if they find photos or videos from the store on Facebook. So, that raises the question, why is Walgreens corporate so concerned that customers not document their experiences in store on social media? What does it say about what corporate thinks about what kind of experiences their customers may have in the store, and why or why not those experiences should be publicized? I don't have a problem with the manager trying to cover his butt by asking me to stop, but I do have a problem with corporate suspicion of their own customers. Do you think that you should be allowed to take photos if you're inside a Walgreens?
No.
Why not?
Because I think it's against the law. You're not allowed to do it at lifetime.
You're not allowed to do it at lifetime?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because only I can't pronounce it right.
You can't pronounce it right? But
yeah.
It's against the law?
I don't think it's against the law, it's against the rules.
Against the rules?
Yeah.
If you owned a Walgreens, would you have it be against the rules?
Yes.
Why?
Because they could take a picture of something that was bad to take of.
They could take a bad picture?
Yeah, that was bad to take off.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you very much for offering your astute opinion, sir. Related to the risks of bias, I would also like to discuss taboo. You might say that Walgreens has a taboo around video recording and photography within its stores. It's something that's prohibited, not allowed, something that shouldn't occur here. Groups have these kind of taboos for many reasons. I'd like to bring up a way that taboo is discussed within I Told Me So, a book by Greg Ten Elshoff, which I just finished reading the other day. The picture on the cover is by Renee Magritte, one of your favorite artists. In this book, in text that is probably too small to see, Ten Elshoff quotes R.D. Laing, who describes the rules of the happy family game, which could be described as a form of groupthink. Rule A, don't. Rule A.1, Rule A doesn't exist. Rule A.2, do not discuss the existence or non-existence of Rules A, A.1, or A.2. You see that people refuse to acknowledge the taboos that exist within their in-group. So, Ten Elshoff gives the example of evangelical Christians in California who own expensive cars. And he says within their churches, these are some of the unstated rules that operate. Rule A, don't question the moral legitimacy of buying a new BMW. Rule A.1, Rule A doesn't exist. Rule A.2, do not discuss the existence or non-existence of Rules A, A.1, and A.2. This kind of in-group taboo serves to preserve a level of comfort around subjects which perhaps shouldn't be comfortable but are. For example, owning a brand new BMW that you enjoy when you could be using that money to serve the poor in a more Christ-like manner, perhaps, which you should aspire to as part of a Christian community. I think in the question of evolution and Christian people discussing evolution, there could be a taboo around the issue of science itself and exploring scientific questions, depending on what community you're in. On the flip side, there could be scientists where there's a taboo around faith, that we don't discuss faith and how it might influence what we think scientifically. It's just totally irrelevant. I think that if both groups can get over those taboos and agree to discuss faith openly and science openly, we would have more progress and see the kind of synthesis that you were describing, where perhaps it's possible that what we understand about evolution actually causes us to wonder more fully at the grandeur of God's creativity. I was going to ask Katie if she wanted to appear in the video, but she was asleep, and when I asked her, I woke her up.
Oh, no. Go away. Stop.
What do you think about evolution, honey? Katie is in the latent state of evolution. She's not yet at her full power. When we last spoke, I was driving up to Minnesota with my wife Katie. She'll give us the report on how the vacation went.
Get me out.
Tell us about our trip to Minnesota.
You want to know about Minnesota?
Yeah.
Our brakes exploded and then I was horribly sick for the entire thing. But we saw some pretty churches and I slept a lot. It was not a total loss.
The next thing that we are to discuss is how evolution works, which I have actually never studied in detail. I suppose I am ignorant in that manner. And so I will punt and allow you to answer the question. My understanding ends with the concept of natural selection. So, for example, say you have a bunch of birds on an island, and birds with longer beaks tend to survive more because they are better fitted to survive within the environment of the island. Perhaps their long beaks help them catch prey more effectively in that environment. They survive more than other birds because of that. Thus, they contribute their long beak DNA into the gene pool, and over time, short beak DNA disappears from the gene pool, and long beak DNA becomes the norm, and thus the bird species has evolved into a long-beaked bird species. Over the long haul of millions of years, that can produce entirely new species with many different features of greater complexity than preceding generations. But beyond that, I really have no idea how evolution works, and particularly the space when you're developing something brand new, like not just a longer beak, but a beak in general, from no beak. How does that happen? Where do those genes come from? I don't know, but apparently it happens, so you can tell us how. Until then, love you. Bye-bye.